Alright, this is the weed eater. This is the head that was on it. And of course, this kept getting jammed up all the time. But I lost the cover to it. And it cracked and came off. Well, this one, I was going to show you how to do this. This pops on. This is a cover. And of course the other cover is this piece that has the little push piece where you put it in and then you turn it to load it. So this one, I was trying to get it on here so I could show you how to pop it off. When it's put in here, there it goes. You just have to put this, you look for the little do this and not black light where this little hole's at. Like I showed you, I need both hands for this one. There's a thing here. You just take it and pop this off. And I already unloosened this one. But you can take a wrench or socket or whatever and loosen it. Because you got to get that bolt off. Don't lose your washer. I had to change out washers. Hey, Shadow. Woo. And take that head off. And that's pretty much garbage. But what else I wanted to show you on these, up underneath, look at that. It wasn't, I thought it had been turning this, it wasn't quite this bad, but some kind of string had gotten wrapped up around here. But let me tell you, you'll be surprised how much this can bog down your weed eater. Because let me tell you, I put the new head on and I had this clean. Oh my goodness. Wow. That thing cut like nobody's business. I don't think it ran that good since I bought it. And I've used it quite a bit. You can see all the grass. But something else I did, because the bearings were sounding kind of funky. Just make sure this is clean. You do not want any debris in your bearings. Well, it's not going to come off now. I got it off earlier. You pop this off. It's just a little cover, just this ring cover. And the bearings are laid right there. And I just took some spray that is a lubricant spray. You can do the lubricant grease if you want to, if you have that. And I stuck that in there and stuck that on. You can still hear it, but no way, it was bad. It sounded like it was gonna lock up. Let me tell you, you don't want this thing to lock up. But I mean, it's quite a bit of grass. So, the new head, like I said, I've already used it. When you first get these, they're kind of hard to get open. So what you can do is you wedge your screwdriver down in there and just push, and you can pop it and it'll pop it off. I put this on new today. Oh. Stick this on. Get that down. to do the same thing that you did before. This head's a little bit different from the other one. Oh, something I was gonna show you. When you take this piece off, when it's on, to get it on and off, there. You see this little hole right here? You wanna turn it till you see. Oh, well, it's not turning. Yeah, till you see that hole line up. Where's Allen wrench? You will stick this in here, and that will wedge that, which is what I'm gonna have to do to put this back on. And then when I hold this here, I'm going to use my wrench to tighten this back down on when I get this on. I wanted to show you the hole, what to look for. Because if you don't know what to look for, it can kind of be confusing. Let's see, I want to go that direction. So, and you want to tighten this on snug, where it's not going to pop off. And then you're going to take your make sure you guys can see this spring on this one. This is how this one works. Oops. Stick that back on there. Weed eaters are really easy to work on. The only bad thing is they're just so little and tedious. It's supposed to pop on. Did I already bend it? It's the only bad thing about plastic, because this was almost impossible to get off today. But, and then to load, you have these. Most of them, they may be just a little bit different, but you have this little arrow here. This is the direction to spin it to load it. And on the side of this one, there's little marks. So you want to line those up, and it will open that hole to where you can stick your string in on both sides. Gotta pop that on more. And then you will hold this piece, turn this piece. May have to push just a little bit on that, off that bumper. This is your bumper that'll feed the string out, the weed eater string, when you're running it. So, and you'll turn it and it'll load up. Let's see if I can get this on. I'm not sure. It's lined up. Let's say, don't tell me I've already damaged it. I don't know why that's not lining up. It's been fine all day. Of course, you do a video, what's it gonna do? It's gonna act up. That's your bumper. Maybe I just didn't line it up good. Yeah, that's what it was. So then you have your line. You want to look for your dot. And make sure that dot is lined up with this. Let me get my light. I'll show you. You get this one. And this weed eater's a Troy-Bilt. It's the weed eater I've got. See that little hole at the very bottom? Looks like it's at the bottom, towards the bottom of the screen. There's a little tiny hole in there. There it is. You stick that string in there. Do both sides. Turn it, load it, and you're good to go.